Is this on? Okay, it's on. What's going on, guys? Jaykestv here. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. And, well, guys, I went to every pet store, and sadly, they didn't have kittens. And I'll be happy to tell you all about it. So, first I had to go to the Global Pet Food Store and tell the people who work there, who've known me since I adopted Polly from there, that Polly passed away. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I did not mean to burp in my sentence. I apologize. Remember to say excuse me when you burp, kids. Anyways, back to the story. So I had to tell the people who worked at the pet store about Polly passing away. And they felt very sorry for me. They knew I was a good pet owner, and I was. I love being a cat dad, guys. And, well, I asked them when will they get new kittens, and they would call and tell me. And then I went over to a pet store called a Pet Corral, and, well, unfortunately, they didn't have any kittens for adoption. Sadly. And then, well, there was a PetSmart over at Costco. You know, the Costco where I get my cake. There was a PetSmart by that Costco, and, well, they didn't have kittens, but they did have grown-up cats. But I didn't want a grown-up cat. I wanted a kitten. I wanted a kitten that could live as long as it could. And there were 3 types of cats. One wanted a nice, quiet home, and one that can get very, not going to say the something, which a word that starts with an S, which I'm not going to say. And 3, well, I don't know how to describe the third one. So sadly, I couldn't adopt those cats. Well, one of them was friendly, but still, I couldn't adopt one. Because I wanted a cat that would like me. And not get all cranky and, yeah, you know. And then I went over to Pet Value, and, well, they didn't have kittens there either. Because, well, they didn't have kittens, but they had other animals like ferrets, birds, fish. But I was looking for a cat. And there was a Global Pet Food Store right next to Pet Value, but they didn't have any kittens either. But they did have the cat food that Polly used to eat. The wet food and the dry food. And after that, I just grabbed some Domino's supper and just came home. And now I'm just enjoying my evening. Well, guys, there was one more place where I can look for kittens, but unfortunately I couldn't go there. It was another pet corral. It was over near a Sylvan, and it's at the animal hospital where I took Polly, or a friend of mine took Polly. And the last time I was there, they had kittens. But unfortunately, they were closed, so I couldn't go over there. And, well, guys, there is a website that a friend of mine showed me where there's a woman who's selling kittens. 2 of them have already been sold, but there are a few that's still available. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the website because, well, I'm not sure if you should trust it. Because, guys, you have to be careful on what website you find, because some websites can be scams. And scammers are bad people who steal your money. So, don't ever trust scammers, kids. And, well, this friend of mine told me that's where she got her dog. And, well, guys, I don't know if I should trust this website because I don't know if it's a scam or not. And you have to be careful. And remember, you should never trust scammers, kids. Scammers are bad people and they will steal your money. So don't trust scammers. So that's pretty much all I have to tell you about today, guys. So, no, I am not going to go out and look for kittens again tomorrow. But guys, this doesn't mean this hunt for kittens is not over. I will find a kitten. I won't give up until I do. And also this website, there weren't any kittens available where I live, but there are kittens in another place next to where I live. It's a place called Moncton, which is close to where I live. There are kittens there. There is a person who has kittens there, and that's exactly where my friend got her dog. So I might have to go to Moncton to buy a kitten, guys. I might not have a choice. So, and guys, I don't want to get in trouble for being scammed. And you should be careful and not trust scammers, because scammers are bad people and they will steal your money. So, yeah, remember that, kids. So, I couldn't find any kittens where I live, guys, so I'm going to try Moncton. Hopefully, I'll find kittens there. But I'm not going to go to Moncton this week. I'll find out when to go to Moncton to find kittens. Anyways, I'm going to stop where I am, guys, and just talk to you tomorrow. So until then, as always, you know what to do. Remember to leave likes to my videos, subscribe to my two YouTube channels, Jaykestv and Jaykestv. Check out my community page. Don't be shy to comment on my pictures. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Anyways, guys. And also, thanks for commenting on my post I made late yesterday, about my cat passing away. Telling you guys to leave a comment for saying, I'm sorry for your loss, Jay, because that's what you should say. Whenever someone in your family or someone in family member dies, it's a nice thing to say. When someone dies, the nice thing to say is rest in peace or sorry for your loss. And not lost, loss. L-O-S-S, not L-O-S-T. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow, guys. This is Jake Landers signing off.